Not in the school. Oh, okay. They're not checking little drawers, right?
There you go. It's on there.
I'll get out of the way here. I'm sitting here, but it's really difficult for me to get up and down because of the phone. Unless it's for people that sit down and can't walk.
But I'm gonna make beef stew.
You know, that's what it is. It'll make the stew good. Stuff I love.
No, she's not gonna.
Yes, I know. How you doing? I made him get up and go too. she's only like 5 years. So, I think that she'll probably be in Texas. She is. Because she doesn't have Facebook. I said, well, I can. It's gold on the top, like a corset type of thing, and then a small like yeah, so they never said much. We saw
Yes.
some, but she was at a point, she was and so she had to go. So I'm like, can you just go to the street? No, I can walk to the door. So I said, well, we'll find sure something. So I figured it would be
Everybody be seated, please. Please be seated so that we may begin. Good evening, High Point family. Welcome to the 2017 induction ceremony of the High Point Regional High School chapter of the National Honor Society. My name is Art Mina, and it is my honor and privilege to congratulate you, especially parents, on the successes of your sons and daughters who are being inducted here this evening. This is truly a milestone moment for these students and something that they should all be very, very proud of. I think they know that at this point. Briefly, the National Honor Society was established by the National Association of Secondary School Principals in 1921 for the purpose of recognizing and encouraging academic achievement while also developing other characteristics essential to good citizenship. These four ideals, scholarship, leadership, character, and service, which are signified by the candles in front of you on the table, have become the cornerstones of the society and are as relevant today as they were when the NHS was first founded. Now, after over 90 years, the National Honor Society has grown into one of the most prestigious and highly regarded secondary school organizations in America. The well-deserved reputation is a result of years and years of commitment on the part of everybody involved. Therefore, membership is an honor and a long-term commitment. I'd like to welcome my co-advisor, Mrs. Becky Sarno, to the stage.
thank parents, teachers, administrators for joining us this evening. Without all of you, these young people would not be where they are today. So I first would like to give you a round of applause for your time and dedication to this group of young adults. But as we all know, this evening is about the students you see before you. Since I began my time with the National Honor Society, I am more and more impressed every year with the caliber of students we have here at High Point. The selection process is humbling as you hear the many accolades these students have received and the type of work that they do. The students you see up here tonight do not only represent the brightest of our student body, but they also are some of the most well-rounded people I've ever met. As you sit and listen this evening to the biographies of these young people, you will not only hear a variety of athletic team and clubs represented, but you'll also hear the contributions they've made to our community. They have volunteered endless hours to local organizations, and it's truly amazing the dedication of these students. I'd like to congratulate all of the new inductees. You've proven to be the best of the best. I would also like to wish our senior class luck as they embark on their next adventure. There will be ups and there will be downs, but the ride is always worth it. Thank you, and enjoy the evening.
Members of the Board of Education, Dr. Ripley, Mr. Talame, distinguished faculty, parents, and friends. On behalf of the High Point Regional High School chapter of the National Honor Society, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to this year's induction ceremony. The 28 students being inducted this evening represent High Point's very best and brightest. They have excelled in our classrooms, in our sports and activities, and in our communities.
Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
We will now hear from our superintendent, Dr. Scott Ripley.
Welcome to High Point Regional. What an honorable evening, and something about which we are hopeful. We represent ourselves as an institution, as your high school, as the center, hopefully, of our community, in such a manner that you are as proud of this institution, of this staff, of these students, of us as a community, as we are. You have poured your lives in every way into these children for the past 16, 17, 18 years. And it is our hope that you recognize that we as a staff of High Point Regional have poured our love, our lives, and our passion into your children because we are deeply committed to them and to you. An educator's job is to teach children to love learning and to love themselves. Now that's a high calling, but every time I speak, I talk about the word love, and that is what we hope to endeavor to achieve as a community, as a staff, and the ability for us to stand here and say that to you is something that I'm very proud of. And I'm hopeful that you've seen some of that over the last 4 or more years. And we just want to say thank you for being here. Welcome to this school, welcome to your school, and congratulations on a job well done as a parent. And thank you, and have a lovely evening.
We would like to begin our ceremony by introducing the returning members of our National Honor Society chapter. Please stand when your name is called. Daniel Banas. Daniel is the son of Peggy and Roger Banas of Lafayette. He is the captain of High Point's track and cross-country teams and hopes to continue to run in college. He plans on attending college to major in aeronautical engineering. Emily Billings. Emily is the daughter of Robert and Lori Billings of Wantage. She has been accepted into accelerated programs combining a Bachelor of Science with a Doctorate of Physical Therapy at Ithaca College, Sacred Heart University, and Quinnipiac University with merit scholarships to all. Her favorite High Point experiences are being a member of the cheerleading team, attending the Pine Forest cheerleading camp, prom, homecoming, and TAing for the math department. Emma Colley. Emma is the daughter of Jerry and Eileen Colley of Lafayette. She has been accepted to James Madison University, Ohio State, and Delaware. She plans on studying nursing. Her favorite High Point experiences are winning the sectional title in basketball and learning how to play lacrosse with her friends. Morgan Conklin. Morgan Conklin is the daughter of Tracy and Kevin Conklin of Wantage. She has been accepted into the University of New Hampshire, the University of Rhode Island, University of New England, and Penn State with academic scholarships and is waiting to hear back from a few more. Morgan plans on studying engineering. Her favorite High Point memories include spending time with her friends at football games, homecoming, and on the senior dinner cruise, as well as swimming for High Point. Sarah Clemone. Sarah is the daughter of Doug and Liz Clemone of Lafayette. Sarah will be attending Seton Hall this upcoming fall. Sarah plans on pursuing a dual degree major in business management and international business. Within Seton Hall's business program, Sarah has recently accepted into their leadership development program. Her favorite High Point experiences are winning the divisional title in soccer 2 years in a row and competing in state competition for DECA at Atlantic City.
Madeline Davies. Madeline Davies is the daughter of Richard and Lisa Davies. She participated in field hockey for 4 years and was one of the varsity captains this past year. She is also a part of Student Council, Pass It Along, and Foreign Language National Honor Society. After graduation, Maddie is attending the College of New Jersey and plans on studying political science. Caitlin DeGroot. Caitlin is the daughter of Catherine and George DeGroot of Wantage. She has been accepted to Princeton University and Rutgers University. She plans to study biomedical engineering, and her favorite High Point experiences are running across country and track. Alexandra Fairweather. Allie is the daughter of Amy and William Fairweather of Wantage. She has been accepted to her top college, the University of New Haven, with an academic scholarship and admittance into the Honors College. Allie plans on studying marine biology at whichever college she chooses to attend. Her favorite high school experiences are the whale watch trip, playing on the softball team, Mr. Baker's AP Environmental class, and all the memories she has made with her friends. Christopher DeLima. Christopher is the son of Christopher and Stephanie DeLima of Frankfurt. He hopes to pursue a career related to either biomedical engineering or political science. He is the president of Foreign Language National Honor Society and the secretary of History National Honor Society. His favorite activities during high school have been playing field hockey and golf and participating in steering committee, peer counseling, and student council. Teresa Henkel. Teresa is the daughter of Carla and Peter Henkel of Sussex. Currently, she has been accepted to the University of Vermont with a presidential scholarship and Ithaca College with an academic scholarship. She plans on studying environmental science, and her favorite High Point experiences are participating in cross-country and mock trial and being able to compete as part of those teams.
Caroline Coonley. Caroline is the daughter of Natalie and Bill Coonley of Wantage. She has been accepted to the University of New Hampshire and Wilkes University with academic scholarships, the University of Vermont and Worcester Polytechnic Institute with presidential scholarships. She plans on studying aerospace engineering in college. Caroline's favorite High Point experience was a trip to Costa Rica. Madeline Lenz. Madeline Lenz is the daughter of Mark and Sandra Lenz of Frankfurt. In the fall, she plans on attending Cedarville University and majoring in early childhood education. Her favorite part of attending High Point was being able to expand her learning experiences and study subjects she wouldn't have normally been interested in. Kelsey Little. Kelsey is the daughter of Mike and Kelly Little of Branchville. She has been accepted to Bloomsburg University and Misericordia University with academic scholarships and intends on majoring in medical imaging. Her favorite High Point experiences are participating in sports and winning state's freshman year in softball. Pietro Lombardo. Pito is the son of Peter and Shannon Lombardo of Frankfurt. He has been accepted to Rutgers University with academic scholarships and Ramapo College with a nomination for the Ramapo Honors College, with plans on studying in the Humanities Department. His favorite High Point experiences are playing a witness for 2 years in mock trial and winning the Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award. Janelle Mallon. Janelle Mallon is the daughter of John and Jeanette Mallon of Wantage. She has been accepted to Fairleigh Dickinson University, Quinnipiac University, and the New Jersey Institute of Technology with academic scholarships and plans on studying civil engineering. Her favorite experiences at High Point are being president of student council and a captain of the cheerleading team.
Lauren Milks. Lauren is the daughter of Don and Tracy Milks of Wantage. She has been accepted to Stockton, NJIT, and Hawaii with academic scholarships and plans on studying environmental engineering. Her favorite High Point experiences were being on the cross-country team and winning the division this year, the first time ever in school history. Rebecca Morrison. Rebecca Morrison is the daughter of Siobhan Carroll and Patrick Morrison. She is currently a member of the Science, Math, and Social Studies Honor Societies, in addition to National Honor Society. Rebecca will be attending Glendon College in Toronto, where she will be working towards a trilingual undergraduate degree in pursuit of legal social work. Eventually, she would like to be working for a non-profit legal advocacy group, such as the NAACP or ACLU, or international human rights advocacy groups in regions of conflict. Cassidy Schroep. Cassidy Schroep, daughter of Jill and Jamie, is an active participant in mock trial, band, and golf. Last year, a mistake was made and Cassidy did not get a chance to honor a teacher who means a lot to her. Tonight, she would like to induct Mr. Slanian, who has inspired and encouraged her to follow her passions, even when they are not music. Accordingly, Cassidy plans to study Arabic at West Point as she pursues a career as an officer in the United States Army. Garrett Potter. Garrett Potter is the son of Suzanne and Warren Potter of Lafayette. He's the captain of the varsity soccer team, which recently broke the record for most shutouts in a season and least amount of goals conceded in a season. Garrett is the president of the Wildcat Athletic Leadership Council, as well as the Social Studies National Honor Society. He has a dog named Maggie who sleeps with him every night, and he hates blueberries. Garrett will be attending Rider University in the fall to play Division I soccer and study business management. Jessica Schreiber. Jessica is the daughter of Joseph Schreiber and Jennifer Bubendorf of Wantage. She plans on studying engineering or architecture at a four-year university next fall. Her favorite High Point experiences are Tilly's Kids visits and cheerleading all 4 years.
Nicholas Schroep. Nicholas Schroep is the son of Jamie and Jill Schroep. He's a member of Technology Student Society, the varsity bowling team, and the manager for the field hockey team. In his free time, he enjoys designing and building electronics and working on computers. A favorite High Point memory is attending Technology Student Society Nationals in Dallas, Texas. After graduation, Nick plans on attending a 4-year college for mechanical engineering. Alexis Sisko. Alexis is the daughter of Dave and Sue Sisko of Wantage. She has been accepted to the University of Scranton, Sacred Heart University, and Stockton University with academic scholarships. She plans on studying exercise science and getting her doctorate in physical therapy. Her favorite High Point experiences are participating in the Play Pink field hockey games and the Pretty in Pink Classic. Emma Seitzma. Emma May Seitzma is part of Student Council, the girls' soccer and track teams. She currently takes 3 AP classes. She received All Herald's first team and All Conference first team this past soccer season. She has been accepted into Seton Hall University, the University of South Carolina, and Palm Beach Atlantic University, among others. She has not yet decided where to attend, but will study art therapy in the fall. Julia Van Glan. Julia is the daughter of Matt and Fran Van Glan of Wantage. She plans to go on to college this coming fall to study nursing. She has been accepted to Ramapo College, UMass Amherst, Westchester University, and Quinnipiac, and is still waiting to hear from University of Connecticut and Northeastern. Her favorite memories at High Point have been being captain of the swim team and breaking 3 school records. Dakota Voiku. Dakota Voiku is the daughter of Michael and Heather Voiku of Branchville. She plans on attending a 4-year university to major in neuroscience or biology with specialization in cell biology, molecular biology, and genetics. Her favorite High Point experiences are running on the cross-country team, creating videos in Mr. Fenland's media classes, and learning about goats from Kathy Goldsworthy in her science research class with Mr. Baker. Alicia Whitehead. Alicia is the daughter of Diana and Chris Whitehead of Wantage. Her favorite experience was participating in Science Research Club. She will be attending Rutgers University in the fall to study molecular biology.
It's now my honor to introduce our 2016-2017 NHS officers, and I will be also reading the descriptions of their appointed positions, and then they also will be taking a little oath this evening as our officers. So our first officer is our president, Madeline Davies. As president, it shall be the duty to preside at the meetings of the chapter and serve as the official representative of the chapter at school and community functions. Vice President, Caitlin DeGrew. The Vice President shall preside in the absence of the President and shall also keep a record of members' contributions to leadership and advice. Secretary, Janelle Mallon. The secretary shall keep the minutes and attendance records for meetings and shall be responsible for all official correspondence. Treasurer, Sarah Colmone. The treasurer shall keep the record of business expenses, dues, and all other financial transactions of the chapter. Blood Drive chairperson, Pito Lombardo. The Blood Drive chairperson shall meet with representatives from the Red Cross, coordinate appointments, and oversee the event. The National Honor Society is founded upon the principles of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. In all your undertakings, may you always keep these principles. Yours is an important responsibility as well as a privilege. The world today seeks faithful and efficient leaders, and your school looks to you to lead its students. You have been elected by your peers to faithfully serve High Point's chapter of the National Honor Society. Do you pledge your continued best efforts to these offices which you have accepted? Good. Congratulations. And Mr. Mina and myself have just a little token of our appreciation for the work that they've put in this school year.
Each student who is selected to the National Honor Society has demonstrated significant accomplishment in 4 specific areas. Please listen as 4 of our current members read a description of each of these 4 pillars.
Character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It is the force of character which guides us through life and once developed grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education is ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Members have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. The real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of one's leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in an organization, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead is a substantive charge of each of our members.
Service. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Each student being inducted tonight had the opportunity to invite a teacher to be his or her honored guest. The students were encouraged to choose someone who had made a difference to them during their educational careers. These teachers, administrators, and coaches have inspired, influenced, motivated, and encouraged the students sitting on this stage. Would the following teachers please stand and remain standing as we call your names? Please hold your applause until all the teachers have been recognized. Miss Linda Abrams, Mr. James Aslanian, Mr. Aaron Baker, Mr. Seamus Campbell, Mr. Casey Carroll, Mrs. Joy Carter, Mrs. Julie Clausen, Mr. Jim Delaney, Mr. Chris Dexter, Mrs. Barbara Fasana, Mr. Kevin Femlin, Mrs. Lisa Hodgins, Mr. Chris Kappelmeyer, Mrs. Caroline Baldner-Kimmel, Mr. Michael Langen, Mrs. Melch LaTrenta, Mrs. Corey Loyola, Miss Margaret Meyer, Miss Jill Retz, Miss Teresa Riccardi, and Mr. Tom Ryan. Thank you.
In the High Point tradition, returning members will induct those students joining them in membership. They have each prepared remarks to highlight some of the accomplishments of those being inducted. Dr. Ripley and Mr. Talame will assist in the induction.
Levi Burnell. Good evening, everyone. For the first induction of the night, I have the pleasure of introducing my good friend Levi Burnell to the National Honor Society. Levi lives in Branchville with his parents, Aaron Myers and Jeffrey Burnell. I've gotten to know Levi throughout our 4 years here and many mutual classes we shared. If you've had classes with him or simply know him, you know that Levi tends to be a little quiet. In physics, no matter how many times Mr. Kappelmeyer would joke around or call him out, Levi would still stay pretty quiet in the back. This, however, is no reflection of his intelligence, knowledge, and all-around great personality. Speaking of physics, this happens to be one of Levi's favorite classes, and even though Mr. Kappelmeyer would bust on Levi from time to time in class, like I said, he still has played an important role in Levi's life. In Levi's words, Mr. Kappelmeyer has helped me work through difficult problems in order to achieve my goals. Levi has truly made a mark here at High Point, being involved in lacrosse, Heroes and Cool Kids, the Math National Honor Society, and football. As a matter of fact, this past football season is Levi's favorite memory because, as many of us know, football had a great season this year, the best it's had in a long time. Attending many of the games this year, I noticed the exemplary leadership qualities Levi exhibits on and off the field. He possesses the qualities of hard work, dedication, and perseverance, all qualities he made sure to pass on to underclassmen, and all qualities that played a huge role in not only his success, but the success of his team in general. After graduating, like many of his seniors, Levi is not quite sure where he will be attending. However, he knows he wants to continue studies related to engineering. I've been lucky enough to not only have Levi as a fellow classmate, but as a friend. Levi, you're going to do such great things post-graduation and beyond. And after hearing me blabber on and on about his accomplishments, I'm sure everyone else here tonight could not agree more. Congratulations, Levi, on being inducted into the National Honor Society. You truly deserve it.
My name is Lauren, and tonight I get the honor of inducting one of my best friends, Sadie Grau, into the National Honor Society. Sadie is incredible. She's intelligent, strong, kind, and creative, and it is no surprise that she is being inducted tonight. Sadie is the daughter of Sandra and Henry Grau and resides in Wantage. She is on the lacrosse team in National Art Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, Student Council, Calliope, Green Team, and Pass It Along. When asked what her favorite memory from High Point was, she said junior prom, because she was with her friends, got to dance, and see everyone dressed up. Tonight, she is honoring Miss Hodgins, because she has helped her build confidence and has never failed to put a smile on her face. Sadie said without her, her high school experience would not have been as great. Her favorite class from over her 4 years at High Point was art history, which Miss Hodgins teaches, because not only did she get to create art, but she also got to learn from it too. Sadie's future plans are to attend either the University of Vermont or Ithaca and major in a science field. Well, Sadie, I wish you the best of luck in your future wherever you go, because I know you will do great things and I cannot wait to hear all about them. Congratulations.
Justin Lawler. My name is Becca Morrison, and I'm inducting Justin Lawler. Justin is the son of Tayana and Frank Lawler. Coming from Sussex Middle School, Justin filled his schedule with multiple AP classes and an array of extracurricular activities, including track, peer counseling, science research club, the National Science Association, Hack Club, and both the Math and Science National Honor Societies. Justin commends Mrs. Abrams as someone who has encouraged him to undertake roles and activities that he normally would not have, though he admits his favorite class throughout his high school career was AP Seminar, where the AP Life students joked around about topics from donuts to memes, though I'm sure they're one of those you just had to be there moments because he didn't elaborate, just instructed me to ask Cassidy about it. Justin has been described by his friends as honest, witty, super chill, and inseparable from Kyle Seo. Justin will be attending Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University on a presidential scholarship. Congratulations, Justin.
Michaela McKernan. I'm extremely fortunate to induct my friend Michaela McKernan into the National Honor Society. She lives in Branchville with her mother, father, and brother, Marie, Steve, and Jack. Throughout her 4 years in high school, she has been an active member in the student body. She has been involved in basketball, lacrosse, and peer counseling. I have known Michaela for many years now. In 8th grade, I remember talking about the future experiences we would make in high school. Freshman year, Michaela and I had the opportunity to learn a brand new sport to us, lacrosse. On the field, Michaela has shown the qualities of leadership, hustle, and determination. Off the field, she represents these qualities as well. She has shown these qualities in her academics and everyday life. Michaela's favorite High Point memory was being the first team in High Point history to win a sectional title for basketball her junior year. Her favorite class at High Point has been AP Biology. She loves to learn about anatomy and cells. Michaela's love for biology and helping others makes her future career of nursing extremely fitting. She will be attending Hartwick University, where she will continue to play lacrosse and study nursing. The teacher that Michaela has invited to her induction is Mrs. Carter. These are Michaela's words on behalf of her coach. Mrs. Carter has helped discover my love for lacrosse and how important a team truly is. Michaela has been an amazing friend of mine for many years, and I'm so proud to induct her into the National Honor Society. I love you, Michaela, and I can't wait for lacrosse to start in 2 days. Congratulations.
Sergio Rivas Ortiz. Sergio has excelled in his course load throughout his high school career. He has taken honors and AP classes that are always putting forth difficulty, yet from what I've seen, Sergio has always been able to meet and surpass that challenge. Sergio does swim, football, and baseball, which is 3 more sports than I can say I do. Past the surface level, Sergio has a lot of attributes that I was interested to learn about. His favorite class is biotechnology because it helps him to find solutions to real-world problems. This is something that I know everyone hopes for when they enroll in a class. He has taken so much away from his great friends and that he has shared pasta parties with, and has taken inspiration from Mr. Delaney, who he has invited here tonight. Sergio says Mr. Delaney has taught him responsibility and accountability. All this experience has led Sergio to the decision to double major in sports management and international relations in college. On a personal note, I first met Sergio on my first day of freshman year in Theater 1. Every day since then, I've been able to become better friends with him. I've learned that Sergio is a standout guy. On any given day, I'll be walking with him through the hallway, and on average, about 8 people will say hi to him or just start a conversation with him. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone who either doesn't know Sergio or isn't friends with him. I've learned that Sergio is probably the only Italian student who can comprehend the spoken language almost fully. We'll be sitting in class listening to Mr. Tabano shoot out rapid-fire Italian, and while the entire class is looking kind of dazed at the man, I'll turn around and Sergio will be nodding in total agreement. However, the best thing I've learned from Sergio is that he is one of the best friends I've ever made. I'm so proud to be able to speak so highly to Hanaro and Anna about their son. And I am proud to say you really did earn this honor, Sergio.
William Smisko. Will is the son of John and Giselle Smisko of Wantage. He is part of the cross country and lacrosse team, the academic team, Foreign Language National Honor Society, and Science National Honor Society. His favorite class is physics because it is challenging and useful. The trip to Cape Cod with honors biology is his favorite memory because it was a great trip. Will is undecided about which college he will be attending, but plans to study biology and then medicine to become a doctor.
Sydney Vogt. Sydney Vogt is the daughter of Cheryl and Andrew Vogt of Wantage. Sydney is extremely involved and participates in cheerleading, SAB, SAVE, and DECA. Her favorite class at High Point is accounting because she loves learning about everything finance, financial statements, how business works. Sydney will attend Kutztown University and double major in accounting, finance, and forensic accounting. The teacher that Sydney is invited here tonight is Mrs. LaTrenta because Mrs. LaTrenta has helped Sydney find the field of accounting that she wants to go into. Mrs. LaTrenta has truly been an inspiration to Sydney. Her favorite memory is the senior dinner cruise, specifically trying not to fall over. In my opinion, it was extremely challenging. I think the stairs were the hardest part. So over the past 2 years, I've gotten to know Sydney on a more personal level. If you know her, you're very lucky. She's extremely funny. She's really sassy. There have been several occasions where Sydney has told me to square up and fight her. And sometimes our German teacher doesn't know whether or not to take her seriously. Like it was just last Friday, we were in the parking lot and she leaned out her window and she started air punching me. Sydney is hysterical. She's helped me in more ways than one. In the beginning of the year, I had just gotten a knee surgery a couple weeks before, and Sydney would help me down the stairs. Now, I know that was kind of a two-way thing because she has some knee problems too. But it was, she let me lean on her, and so we leaned on each other, and that really meant a lot to me. Sydney is just amazing. There have been so many times that in the hallway after German, we sing Fliegerlied, which I know drives everybody in our German class crazy, but it means the world to me. Sydney's a great friend. She waits for me every day after stats class, which I know Ms. Reds can say I take a really long time. Anyone who knows Sydney knows that her laugh is contagious. Yeah, she's just really funny. Sydney is always there for me, especially when I get the zipper stuck on my backpack, which happens a lot. The running joke is that in college, I'm not going to be able to study because all of my books will be stuck in my backpack, and she's the only one that can get it unstuck. So Sydney, I don't know how I'm going to function without you. You make my life better. You're one of the most hardworking, dedicated people I know. You're just amazing. You're talented, funny, incredible, and I don't know what my backpack and I would do without you. Congratulations, Sydney.
Melissa White. Melissa, or as I call her Missy, is the daughter of John and Doreen White. She's a current member of FLNHS, Peer Counseling, and Student Council. During her time at High Point, she has participated in both field hockey and her life. She is someone that, although the same age as me, has inspired me to reject the status quo and continue to do what makes me happy. Specifically, on the field hockey field, I've been lucky enough to learn from and experience this brave tenacity that she radiates. I'm certain that in her future, she will achieve the utmost excellence in both her studies and career while establishing herself as a force to be reckoned with. Melissa's future plans are to attend Keene University to major in physical education and global fitness and wellness, and she also plans to play field hockey. Missy, from the hours playing field hockey with you to the late night Dairy Queen trips, you found a place in my heart, as I'm sure you have for many others. I wish you the best. I know that you will do great in whatever you choose to do, and thank you for being one of the best friends I could ask for the past 4 years. Congratulations, Miss.
Hannah Aroni. I'm Emily Billings, and tonight I have the true honor of inducting Hannah Rose Aroni into the National Honor Society. Hannah is the daughter of David and Laura Aroni of Wantage Township. Knowing Hannah from our dancing years when we were little to later cheering with her for many years, I'm amazed at the woman she has become. Hannah is an inspiration to me and to many of her peers. It is admirable the way Hannah holds her head high and how she never fails to impress her teachers and peers. The teacher Hannah chose to honor tonight is Mrs. Myers. When I asked Mrs. Myers her thoughts about Hannah, she said, "To know Hannah Aroni is an honor. She is genuine, kind, and honest. She is an artist who possesses a beautiful blend of courage and humility." When I asked Hannah why she chose to honor Mrs. Myers tonight, she said, "She has helped me through rough times while helping me improve my passion for art." In school, Hannah is a well-rounded student, involved in academics, sports, and extracurriculars. Hannah's favorite class here at High Point was Honors Spanish 1 because Senorita Huesa brought so much energy to their class. After school, Hannah participates in both the High Point Fall and Competition cheerleading team. At practice, Hannah is definitely the light of the room. She has even been awarded the Sunshine Award by her captains in past years. In school, Hannah is a member of the National Art Honor Society, Pass It Along, Interact, and Peer Counseling. She is also a High Point ambassador and an executive officer for our student council. Outside of school, Hannah keeps herself busy while being involved in Girl Scouts. When I asked Hannah her favorite memory of High Point, she said, "My favorite memory is going to Newark during Christmas time for Tilly's Kids because seeing the smiles on all the children's faces is unforgettable." Hannah's future plans are to attend college to major in early education with a minor in Spanish or art. It is an honor for me to induct Hannah, having her be such a close friend with a special place in my heart. Congratulations, Hannah.
Samantha Beatty. Samantha Beatty is the daughter of Nancy Beatty of Wantage. Sammy is involved in many activities at High Point, including concert choir, chamber singers, fall drama, spring musical, marching band, peer counseling, student council, and the ambassadors program. Her favorite memory at High Point so far is meeting so many new people and making so many new friends through activities and classes. The friends she made here have impacted her life in a positive way. Another thing that has impacted Sammy's life is her choir class. This is her favorite class because she loves singing and having the ability to take a class that is based solely on that. This is why she has chosen to honor Mr. Cardy. Mr. Cardy has helped her break out of her shell her freshman year. She encouraged her to pursue her dreams, continue with music, and has inspired her to do her best at everything she does. She has also inspired her to hopefully pursue a career in the arts at either American Musical and Dramatic Arts Academy or New Jersey City University for a double major in musical theater and music education. I'm so pleased to be inducting you into the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Sammy.
Ronald Breveau. Ronald James Breveau Jr. is the son of Ronald and Anne Marie Breveau of Frankfurt. I have had the honor of getting to know Ron this year in my AP statistics class. Being the well-rounded person he is, Ron is an active member of High Point's wrestling and soccer teams. He's also in student council and peer counseling. Ron will never fail to make you laugh and is one of the friendliest people I have ever met. His favorite class is American Studies 2 with Mrs. Schroep because she makes history fascinating and they do creative projects. He will always remember the whale-watching trip he went on his freshman year. It was a unique learning experience and he was able to share with friends. Ron would like to recognize Mrs. Gardner-Keimel because she has been a positive influence on him. She introduced him to different types of genres that really sparked his interest.
Ryan's future plans are to attend a four-year college and go into the medical field. Congratulations on becoming a member of the National Honor Society.
Morgan Castro. Morgan Castro of Wantage, daughter of Mary Rose and Alfredo Castro, is nothing short of brilliant. Her intelligence is elevated by her work ethic, and she is one of the most hardworking people I've ever known. When she showed up as the only sophomore in an AP seminar, a new class which only a few people were brave enough to take in the first place, I just couldn't understand how someone could be so on top of things. She was so excited to do all of the work and so organized, and she knew anything about everything. And I soon learned to appreciate her work ethic when we got working on group projects, and especially when she basically memorized every rubric we got. She wanted me to share a memory from that class. So our teachers were not very punctual. I mean, they'd drop by at some point, make sure that we were doing our work, but seldom for the whole class and never on time. So one day, we had this fun idea that we were just gonna hide from them. And we figured they'd show up at one point, so we just hid under a desk with the lights off, completely silent. And eventually Drellick did show up, and for a moment, he figured that we too forgot to show up to class. But no, Drellick, we were actually on top of things. Though Morgan also rocks at STEM, also shown by her leading her team to victory at a STEM competition, she really shines in history. Her favorite class is AP US History because she loves discussing different ideas and perspectives on history. To her, the study of history isn't just facts and dates. She sees significance in the interpretation and representation of those events and people studied in history. That view on history has especially been fostered by Ms. Loyola, who Morgan would like to honor this evening. Mrs. Loyola integrates communication skills into all activities and encourages class discussion about lots of differing opinions about topics discussed in class. Mrs. Loyola says, "People make history," which encourages Morgan's passion for the humanity behind the history. Outside of academics, Morgan is on the varsity tennis team, volunteers with Key Club, has been a courtroom artist for mock trial, and is part of National Art Honor Society and Student Council. She's also a black belt in Taekwondo, which is crazy impressive. She teaches Taekwondo too and volunteers there in various ways. Honestly, is there anything Morgan can't do? But Morgan isn't just an exceptional student or an impressive athlete, she's one of the most genuine people out there. She's kind, caring, honest, and encouraging. She's currently conducting graduate-level research on post-secondary education for students with high-functioning autism disorder and plans to be an occupational therapist. I mean this when I say it. The world would be a better place if we were all a little more like Morgan Castro.
Sawyer Fenley. Tonight I have the pleasure of inducting Sawyer Soybean Fenley to the National Honor Society. Where do I start with this kid? To say that Sawyer is qualified to be here would be an extreme understatement. It's really difficult to think about something he isn't involved in one way or another, and believe me, I've tried. Oftentimes the kids who are involved with everything under the sun tend to let their grades slip up, but not Sawyer. He's in the top 1% of his class, and he has no intention of leaving. Along with taking an extremely rigorous course load that makes him sit in Kappelmeyer's room more than twice a day, Sawyer is on the wrestling and lacrosse teams. Oh, and the soccer team. He's pretty good at that. All jokes aside, Sawyer has received all conference, all county, and all state honors during his 3 years here. And it doesn't stop here. Sawyer also plays club soccer in Parsippany every week, where he drives 100% safe and 5 miles under the speed limit at all times. I think the hardest aspect of his life is finding the balance between school, sports, and keeping his Snapchat streaks up. But like everything else he has taken on, he manages to get it done. Congratulations, Sawyer.
Joseph Gremignano. Joe is the son of Danielle and John Gremignano of Wantage. He is a varsity cross-country runner and bowling team member, in addition to being part of High Point's baseball team. He makes a major impact both on and off the cross-country course, bowling lanes, and baseball diamonds, and is a leader to all his teammates. He is also the only person I know that can successfully run a cross-country race after eating multiple cosmic brownies right before the gun goes off. Joe's favorite High Point memory was being the HWS bowling champion, not once, but 2 times. His favorite High Point class is physics. He always loves learning something new and loves how physics teaches and leaves him amazed every day or extremely confused. I just messed that up a lot. He always loves learning something new and loves how physics leaves him amazed each and every day or extremely confused. There we go. Physics also interests Joe because Mr. Kaffmeyer never fails to crack a joke about bowling or create problems that have to do with the sport. Joe has chosen to honor Mr. A because he has been a major source of motivation for Joe throughout his high school career. Joe states that Mr. A always makes class fun and enjoyable, and there's never a dull moment. In the future, Joe plans on majoring in mechanical engineering and hopes to one day design and build his own cars.
Sarah Havens. Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Clement, and tonight I have the distinct honor of inducting Sarah Havens into the National Honor Society. Sarah is the daughter of Eric and Sherilyn of Wantage. Now, when I first learned that I would be introducing Sarah tonight, I really felt the pressure. When you look at someone like Sarah, it would be easy to praise her for hours on end. But I won't go that long, considering it is a school night after all. So here's what you need to know. Sarah is a student who is involved. There are plenty of students that can name a long list of activities they participate in, but at the end of the day, this list means nothing without giving it your all. And everyone knows that Sarah always gives her all in everything she does. She's a proud member of the Student Council, Pass It Along, Key Club, and Peer Counseling. Sarah has also somehow managed to participate in lacrosse and tennis for the past 2 years. If you're wondering how she finds the time to do all of this, the answer is she makes time. Here at High Point, Sarah's favorite class has been architecture, which she actually plans to study along with interior designer at Virginia Tech after high school. Tonight, Sarah would like to honor Mr. Dexter and Mr. Kapler, both of whom she feels have played a large part in helping her become the successful, hardworking, and ambitious student she is today. As someone who has known Sarah for the past 3 years, I can say that I am proud to call her my friend. I know that no matter how much time may pass, we will always pick up right where we left off. Sarah is someone who I know would be there for me during a time in need. She is truly a selfless person. One of her favorite memories here at High Point was the Hit It for Havens tennis match she organized in honor of her grandmother. This was a fundraiser to support those suffering from pancreatic cancer. This speaks to her compassion and generosity. Sarah is always helping others stay positive with her consistent and contagious optimism. She is an inspiration to everyone around her, myself included. I've heard that as a tennis player, Sarah really serves well, which makes a lot of sense to me because as a person, she does the exact same thing. Sarah, I stand here this evening proud, not just to induct you into the National Honor Society as a peer, but as a good friend. Congratulations.
Christina Henderson. Christina is the daughter of Mike and Renee Henderson of Sussex. At High Point, she is an active representative for Student Council, she's the secretary of DECA, and involved in Pass It Along. Outside of school, she spends countless hours at Dance Expression Dance Arts as a competitive dancer, something she has done all her life. Her favorite class, other than her modern dance class, is chemistry with Miss Carter. Christina likes this class because every time she steps in the classroom, she learns new, interesting material. Christina's favorite memory at High Point is attending the DECA State competition her freshman year. This was a very valuable learning experience while she enjoyed time with her friends. The teacher she will be honoring is Miss Abrams. Although Mrs. Abrams was not her regular math teacher, her assistance with math concepts helped Christina enormously in achieving success and confidence in each of her high school math classes. In the future, she plans to study at a 4-year university to major in biology and minor in dance. Lastly, Christina plans to one day have a career in the medical field. Congratulations.
Lakin Cook. Lakin is the daughter of Tina and Glenn Nania of Wantage, New Jersey. She's a member of Student Council, High Point Regional Ambassador Program, Interact, Peer Counseling, and Track and Field. Her favorite class at High Point is AP Psychology because she plans on going into the college to major in the field after she graduates. Lakin's favorite High Point memory was the homecoming game this year because we won. She especially liked how everybody joined together and had such an amazing time. The teacher that Lakin would like to honor is Mr. Ryan this evening. Mr. Ryan has been an amazing teacher to Lakin and has made these past 2 years some of the most memorable and interesting. Lakin will miss not having Mr. Ryan here next year. In the future, Lakin plans to study psychiatry and own her own business, and she would like to attend the University of North Carolina. Congratulations.
Maverick Liebel. Hi everyone. For the next introduction of the evening, I have the honor of introducing Maverick Liebel into the National Honor Society. Maverick lives in Frankfurt with his parents Mike and Stephanie Liebel. On a Friday night a few weeks back, I found myself sitting down typing up this speech for Maverick. This specific Friday was the Friday all current National Honor Society members had to hand in their speeches. I don't think we all did that, but... And well, I was a little late with that, considering it was 9:30 at night. However, I realized soon after that doing my work late actually helped me for once when it came to writing my speech for him. The reason why I was doing this at 9 at night instead of earlier is because I went to the wrestling match that Friday night, the sectional finals against Jefferson. Towards the middle of the match, Maverick was up and he won within minutes of the match even starting. It wasn't the winning of the match, however, that caught my attention. Instead, it was he, after already having his own match, cheered on the rest of his teammates tirelessly until the very end. From the sides, as I was looking over at the rest of the team, Maverick clearly stood out as such a selfless individual who cheered on his teammates match after match, no matter the score and no matter the outcome. Maverick truly exhibits the qualities of selflessness, perseverance, passion, and hard work. These qualities are not only seen in Maverick when he wrestles, but in other activities he participates in, such as boys soccer and student council. His hardworking and passionate attitude is even seen in his studies, especially in his favorite class here at High Point, which happens to be history. In Maverick's words, everything learned in history is very valuable and interesting. When it comes to history, Maverick's teacher, Mr. Langland, has played a crucial role in helping him with his schoolwork and staying focused. Maverick has already been so successful from his studies to sports to other extracurriculars, and he plans on continuing with this mentality by hopefully attending Virginia Tech once he graduates and studying aerospace engineering. I've been lucky enough to know Maverick as not only a fellow classmate, but as a friend. Even though I won't be here next year, I already know that his success will only continue in his last year at High Point and beyond. Congrats, Mav, on being inducted into the National Honor Society. It is truly an honor well deserved.
Jason Makis. Jason Makis is the son of Lori and Bob Makis of Wantage. I had the pleasure of meeting Jason during my sophomore year when he was the only freshman in my Honors Algebra 2 class.
Since then, I've had both honors pre-calculus and AP Calculus BC with him. Although Jason has always been the youngest one in each of these math classes, he has always been one of the most successful, understanding the most difficult subjects before anyone else. Jason has been a leader in all of these classes. He has always taken the time to help other students in our classes understand lessons, and is usually the head of many class discussions. At High Point, he has been involved in basketball, mock trial, tennis, peer counseling, and he is the student council president for his class. Jason's favorite class at High Point was AP Biology because of the many adventures he had completing labs with his friends. Jason's favorite memory at High Point was going to whale watch because it was not only an educational experience where he was able to learn about whales and sea life, but he also had lots of fun with his friends. Tonight, he chose to invite Mr. Campbell because Mr. Campbell has always pushed him to be the best student he could possibly be. In the future, Jason plans to go to college to major in physics. I know Jason has an incredibly bright future ahead of him, and I'm proud to be the one welcoming him into the National Honor Society.
Lindsay McCarthy. Lindsay is the daughter of Tom and Leslie McCarthy of Wantage. Lindsay's friends described her as being intelligent, caring, kind-hearted, and witty. Lindsay is involved with student council, international club, and peer counseling. Lindsay's favorite memories so far have been going on the whale watch trip because it was educational and she loves spending time with her friends. Her favorite class is sociology because she loves to learn about different cultures and places around the world. Tonight, Lindsay chose to honor Mrs. Loyola because she has pushed her to be an overall better student and has also helped Lindsay discover her love for history. When I asked Mrs. Loyola about Lindsay, she said, "I love having Lindsay as a student. She is smart, funny, and insightful. You might miss her quick wit if you don't pay careful attention because she's a bit quiet." To know Lindsay, though, is to know that she is an intellectual and a scholar. Her conclusions are guided by logic and reason above all else. Lindsay's future plans include attending a 4-year college and majoring in political science. I wish you the best in all that you do in the future. Congratulations.
Chad Musili. Chad Musili is the son of Irene and Mark Musili of Branchville. I'm not entirely sure where to begin. I've been privileged enough to have known Chad for the past 3 years of my life. I can remember when I first began to get to know him my sophomore year, I was taken aback at how genuine he was. I know that I may have a biased view of who he is, and to me, everything he does is near perfect. But when I overhear people talking about him, it's always positive. Chad is a natural leader. He is kind-hearted, responsible, and hardworking. He is goal-oriented and continuously strives to improve himself in multiple ways. Many kids are talented in academics, and many are talented in athletics, but there are few who excel at both of these things the way that Chad does. He's the first in his junior class and a captain of the football team. Chad takes on a rigorous workload in school, taking 5 AP classes. He's clearly a gifted student, but he also works extremely hard to earn every grade that he gets, spending hours studying and completing homework. Thankfully, he works to make sure that I do the same, and luckily for me, my grades actually have improved from him. I can honestly say that he has deserved the honor of being inducted tonight. Chad's hard work is again reflected on the football field, where he played running back and safety, leading the team to have its best season in years. He was awarded First Team All-Conference and All-Herald, Team MVP, and the Minnie Maxwell Award. From someone who watched him play almost every game, I can again say that he deserves every one of those awards. Chad's favorite class is biology, and he loves science. He plans to go to college and study to be a biomedical engineer. Chad goes beyond being an outstanding student and exceptional athlete. He is character. He's compassionate, honest, and respectful. He has chosen to induct Mrs. Fasano tonight because she's a very close family friend, and he appreciates always having her there for him in school. Chad, thank you for making me a better person and student. I cannot tell you how proud I am of you.
Robert Osborne.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I have the pleasure of inducting Robert Emerson Osborne III into National Honor Society. And if you see some puzzled faces behind me, it is because most of us simply know him as Trey. Trey is the son of Bob and Karen Osborne of Wantage. Trey has not just participated, but has excelled in soccer, track, and wrestling the past 2 years. In fact, Trey's favorite High Point memory is winning the team wrestling sectional title this year. It goes without saying that he's a regular on the honor roll, despite the fact that he challenges himself with AP courses. In addition, Trey is also a member of the Science National Honor Society. When Trey is not shining on the field, in the gym, or in the classroom, he is busy representing his fellow classmates in student council. Somehow, he also finds the time to participate in peer counseling, helping others find their path at High Point just as Trey clearly found his. As you can tell by his activities, Trey is around people a lot, which makes sense considering what a friendly guy he is. Trey is the person that everyone wants to be friends with. Why? Because where Trey goes, happiness, positivity, and laughter follow. Sometimes when you're sharing a laugh with Trey, you're not even sure what the joke is. And honestly, it doesn't matter. He is quick-witted and easy to get along with. The day that I met Trey, he made me laugh at a really funny joke. But it wasn't until 2 hours later that I realized the punchline of the joke was actually me. But that's the point. Trey's humor is lighthearted and always intended to put a smile on everyone's face. Something else I admire about Trey is that he never backs down from a challenge, which is probably why his favorite class is AP Physics, one of the most difficult courses offered at High Point. Tonight, Trey would like to honor Mr. Baker. Trey looked forward to AP Bio every day last year with a teacher as passionate as Mr. Baker, who has the ability to take a challenged subject like AP Biology and make it into an interesting and relatable one. Trey wants to major in engineering and has aspirations to become a pilot in the military, which seems fitting considering for the past 3 years, Trey has been flying high here at High Point Regional. Congratulations, Trey.
Elisa Posner.
Elisa is the daughter of Kim and Richard Posner of Lafayette. During her time here at High Point, Elisa has been involved in an outstanding number of clubs and activities. She dedicates a large amount of her time to being an athlete on the field hockey team in the fall and the track team in the spring. Elisa is also a student council representative and a member of Peer Counseling International Club and Pass It Along. Her favorite class at High Point has been psychology with Mr. Ryan. She began taking the class as a sophomore and advanced to the AP level this year as a junior. She finds the class intriguing because she is able to learn why people think and act the way that they do. Her favorite memory at High Point was the whale watch trip she went on with her freshman year biology class because she grew close with many of her friends and spent the entire trip laughing. Elisa has invited Mrs. Abrams here tonight because she has been a teacher that has always encouraged her to never give up and is always willing to give her the help she needs in order to succeed in pre-cal. After she graduates from High Point, Elisa plans to go on to college with a major in neuroscience. I myself have had the privilege of becoming close friends with Elisa this year, and I can most definitely say that she is one of the only people I have come to meet that can walk around with a smile every day. She can turn anyone's worst day into a great one, just with her positive attitude. I have no doubt that someone with a personality like Elisa's will go on to do many great things after high school. Congratulations, Elisa. I wish you the best of luck, and wherever life may take you, always keep smiling.
Kia Sabo. Kia is the daughter of Kristen and William Sabo of Wantage. She is involved in many clubs and activities here at High Point, such as DECA, Student Council, Interact, Peer Counseling, and the High Points Ambassador Program. I have personally gotten to know Kia through field hockey and can say she is not only super kind and caring, but determined and knows how to make anyone smile. Kia's favorite memory is this year's homecoming football game because to her it was a great day to be a Wildcat. Her favorite High Point class would be chemistry with Dr. K because every day they learned something new while having a laugh. Tonight, Kia has chosen to honor Mrs. Retz because she is a fundamental figure in Kia's journey here at High Point and has done many things to help her succeed. Kia's future plans involve going to college to major in business. I am honored to be able to induct Kia tonight into the National Honor Society. Congratulations.
Faith Stewart is a daughter of Amy and Dave from Wantage. Faith plays softball for the school and participates in Student Council, International Club, and DECA. Her favorite memory of her high school career so far has been the whale watch trip her freshman year because she got to share the memories she created with her best friends. Miss Loyola has been an inspiration to Faith because she always encourages her to do her best and put her all into everything she does. Her favorite class that she has taken at High Point has been sociology because she loves learning about the different cultures practiced around the world. In the future, Faith plans on majoring in business with a minor in sociology. I have had the pleasure of knowing Faith for many years and have been able to watch her grow into such a beautiful woman. I cannot wait to see what she accomplishes in the future. Congratulations.
Matt Sunda. Matt Sunda of Wantage is the son of Jennifer and Bob Sunda. He is an active student at High Point, participating in Student Council and Peer Counseling and Science National Honor Society. He plays baseball. He also plays baseball. His favorite High Point memory took place He also plays baseball, where his favorite High Point memory took place, where the whole team went on a trip to Florida. Matt's favorite class at High Point is AP Lit because Mr. Klimas is a cool teacher that always finds ways to keep the class interesting. I did not take AP Lit myself, but I've heard many entertaining things about that class. The teacher that Matt is honoring is Mrs. Loyola. She always does her best to improve Matt and all of her students and to help them get the most out of their education at High Point. Matt's future plans after High Point is he plans on becoming a chiropractor.
Hi, my name is Katie DeGroot, and tonight I'm inducting Catherine Battler. Catherine Katie is the daughter of Tara and Jim Battler, and she resides in the town of Wantage. For the past few years, I have had the delight of getting to know Katie. From what I have come to know, Katie excels in many pursuits in her life beyond academics. In sports, Katie has had the honor of achieving many titles in tennis. She also excels in track, participating in the 400-meter hurdles and the high jump. Katie is involved in several clubs as well, including Student Council, International Club, WALC, and DECA. DECA has been one of Katie's favorite clubs. In her sophomore year, Katie qualified for DECA Nationals in Nashville, Tennessee. Going to Nationals was Katie's favorite memory so far because, as she told me, I was able to meet so many amazing people and learn so much that I would have never been able to learn anywhere else about the business world. I believe that statement illumines Katie's commitment to her studies as well as her amicable, collaborative personality. Aside from academic and extracurricular accomplishments, Katie also achieves in character. Katie is one of the nicest people I know. Her smile is contagious, and she always makes those around me happy. Katie's strength lies within how she communicates with others, and this is evident in her accomplishments in DECA, as well as the number of friends and teachers who honor and respect Katie. Among some of those teachers who respect Katie is Mr. Kappemeyer, who Katie is honoring tonight. Mr. Kappemeyer is Katie's AP Physics teacher and has, in her own words, helped me to set high expectations for myself, and he has motivated me to be the best student I can possibly be, which has helped me to become the person I am today. While Katie likes her physics class, her favorite class is her marine biology course, which incorporates two of Katie's favorite interests, science and marine animals. As for her future, Katie plans to major in pharmacy in college, hoping to pursue this interest of study either at Northeastern University or the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health and Sciences. Katie also plans to obtain a minor in business, hoping to eventually obtain a master in that area of study. In reflection of her accomplishments, I recognize patterns of strength and improvement, and I foresee a future for Katie that will continue a pursuit of helping others and participate in the activities that she enjoys best. Katie, congratulations on all your accomplishments, and may you accept this National Honor Society admittance as a reflection of your amiable character and persisting strength.
Jenna Zinni. Hi, my name is Chanel, and I will be inducting Jenna Zinni, daughter of Nicholas and Heather Zinni. Jenna and her family reside in Montague Township. Jenna is a member of DECA, Pass It Along, and Lacrosse. Her favorite memory at High Point is playing lacrosse because it brings her closer to her friends, and of course, because Mr. Mina is the coach. When asked what her favorite class was at High Point, Jenna said her sophomore year history class, because it made her realize she needed more of a challenge. However, as long as I have known Jenna, she has been up for a challenge. I first met Jenna in Spanish 2, where I knew her as Josefina. I remember the day Senorita Huesa passed out the results of the SGO. SGO stands for Student Growth Objective, which is a quiz you take at the beginning of the year and again at the end of the year to test how much you've learned. I remember the amazement of the class and myself when our teacher announced Jenna literally got a 1 in the beginning of the year and a 100 by the end of the year. What made this even more impressive was that she was a freshman in a class full of sophomores and juniors. Jenna has continued to climb academically as she is in my AP Spanish class as a junior. Some of Jenna's favorite memories occur in the music department at High Point, as she plays the flute in the band. Jenna is honoring Mr. Asselinian and Mr. Carroll tonight because they have both helped her to grow musically, academically, and as a person. In the future, Jenna hopes to pursue a career in science or business. It is no surprise that Jenna is being inducted into National Honor Society tonight because she exhibits all the pillars of the society. Congratulations, Jenna.
We will now hear from our principal, Mr. John Talame.
Thank you, Maddie. First, I'd like to have Mr. Mina and Mrs. Sarno come from behind the scenes, literally, out front for a second, please. So everybody can see that's what the idea is. Up front. I'd just like to say thank you for putting together such an elegant ceremony. There's a lot of work that goes into this, not only the officers and the students, NHS all year long, but the ceremony is a lot of work that goes into it, so a big round of applause for the team. If I could have, and everybody please remain standing as I call your groups, all the parents in the audience of students here, please rise. All the teachers in the audience that have been invited here, please rise. And all the students, everybody on stage, please rise. A round of applause for everybody, please. It is truly a partnership, and as you can see, everybody, please stay standing. As you can see around the room, it takes a lot of people for you to be up on this stage. So the partnership that we have between your parents, your teachers, and our students is great, and we very much appreciate it, so thank you very much. Sit down. Okay, I'm going to talk to the students for a couple minutes, and luckily for them, I lost my voice for 3 days, and I'm just getting it back, so I got the short version of the speech going tonight, okay? As I listened to, I sit with Dr. Ripley over there, listening to your bios, I was astounded I consider myself lucky and blessed to know each and every one of you, and to hear what you're doing, what you've done, and what you're going to do is just simply amazing. I look at my own bio, and it's kind of embarrassing when I'm looking at your bio. But the most important thing, as we talk about the reasons why you're up here, we talk about the 4 pillars, and I hear those bios over and over again. I know what each and every one of you do every single day in our hallways. I heard a lot about relationships tonight. As I heard you speak about each other, that was the thing that stood out to me the most. And that, to me, as a principal, is the thing that I'm most proud of, is the relationships that you have with each other, relationships that you have with the staff, and relationships, most importantly, that you have with your parents. Make sure you cherish those relationships, because there's going to be times where your bios may not be quite what you want them to be, or that challenge that you have in front of you may not reach that pinnacle. You'll get there, but rely on those relationships. Rely on the relationships that you have with each other, even if you're not going to the same school with each other. Rely on the relationships that you may have had with your former teachers, and most importantly, again, rely on the relationships that you have with your parents, because they will get you through. We're very proud of you. You know that. I love you. I'm proud of you every single day. This is just one example of that expression of that. So great job and congratulations.
Will all members of the High Point Regional High School chapter of the National Honor Society please stand?
Mr. Talamay, will you please stand to accept the oath of our National Honor Society members?
Will all newly inducted members of the National Honor Society please read the oath of society with me? I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. I will maintain and encourage high standard of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
We'd like to take a moment for some special thanks for a few special people. First and foremost, Dr. Ripley and Mr. Talamay, our administrative leadership, for lending to the evening for these wonderful students. To the Faculty Council, which is a group of 5 teachers, and they spend countless hours volunteering in the fall to go through the rigorous process of selection and reselection, and it's an endless process, but they are responsible for what you see up here this evening. So very, very special thanks to them. To our maintenance staff, who do a phenomenal job around the building, outside of the building, and setting up our set here and breaking it down. We can't do it without them. to the super Kevins, Kevin Fenlon and Kevin Perry, for live streaming us and making sure that we're heard and we're seen. Very, very important. Mrs. Liana Hennings for photography, for yearbook, and for Maggio's Food Services for supplying the cake and refreshments, which will be outside there shortly. There are 3 titles that I've earned in my life that I'm most proud of. I'm a husband of almost 33 years to my wonderful wife, Janet. I'm a father to our son of 28 years, Michael. But I'm especially proud of the title of teacher. I taught my first high school class in September of 1975. So you're sitting there doing the math, like, is it really that old? I am, right? I've been around a while. And I know one thing that I've learned. If you're in this job long enough, and you have any more luck than any one person is really entitled to, you may be lucky enough to spend some time with a group like this right here. And I know I speak for Mrs. Sarno. It is an absolute honor and privilege to be your advisor. And we just want to congratulate you one more time. Thank you for being who you are.
Thank you very much for attending tonight's induction ceremony. We will be taking photographs in the hallway to your right. Please join us there before we adjourn to the foyer for refreshments.